I came to be a prophet, but I'll settle for pariah. We filled the air with DDT and called the wind Mariah. We cheer on every victory in the war against Goliath. Watch them model Christian Smalls and pose him with Zendaya. They're gonna milk that union drip till the very last simp takes the very last sip. And when it's all wrung dry and it's not worth shit, then they'll leave it laying right where it is. You can watch them let it all drip into the ditch. Here's the sitch. Biden will invoke the witch of January 6th as a quick fix. Tell you that she's here to fill your bellies with some twigs and sticks, rocks, berries, and a capital brick. Concurrently, he's finger-wagging all of the Republicans while sucking their proverbial dicks. He'll fluff them up a couple of concessions in the flick of a bick. He just needs lights and a camera and prompter and someone to monitor that prompter who knows their shit. 'Cause Joe's gonna open up the show with a few short words to be chanted by old white folks wearing old white cloaks who will march in a circle around some progressive political star who is purely a place to spit. But it's all good fun, and there's no harm done when the banks yell, "Cut!" and they're calling it quits. It's all Flint water gone under the bridge, out of sight, out of mind, and dissolved in the mist. And Joe'll only need a flick of the wrist, and then the throat of the movement is slit. It'll sputter and gurgle and choke for a bit, bleed out in a viral clip. And as the last of its life force flows to the floor, he'll say, "That's my idea of a union drip." See, the eyes are a glimpse of the soul. So it says a whole lot if they aren't exposed. And your message is branding you stamped on your clothes. And the media storm is wherever you go. Then you go meet Joe. And you laugh at his quips. And you shake his hand with a nice firm grip. And you cry good trouble through the loafers on your lips. Too true, that's a union drip. Now, who knew that the victory gift for your unionization's a DNC script? And it's nice and precise, like a sniper who's trying to cripple you right where you live. The target they lead is your wallet. They seek to dismember your hands so you can't feed your family or pick up your kids. While they flatter themselves into orgasm, feigning respect for our unions, who wired our grids, who welded our ships, who died for our rights to not witness our children conscripted to 12-hour shifts in a mine from the time that they're 5, when they know damn well that the unions had thrived till they shattered its hip, showed up and handed out Pinkerton slips. And now it's as simple and status as symbol and making the star of the movement so bright that the movement itself is eclipsed. Now our mouths grow dusty and dry on the promise of union drips that trickle down out of a wealthy fist that is squeezing the heart of the working class hard as it can till it finally ruptures and splits, punctures a valve, and it laughs at the sound of the squish. The way that they laugh at the sight of us making a wage slave wish to a man on the cover of Vanity Fair saying, "Eat the rich." So this is for those who rely on commission or toil for tips, watching their bosses drink bottles of profit while all you get offered are jugs of their piss. If you seek out the soul of the movement or proof that the movement exists, try looking in the eyes of Chris. And when you find that you can't, then the answer is as simple as this. The movement is never one single face, and a drip is a leak to repair or replace. We won't eat the rich to suit expensive taste. We'll consume because survival's at stake. That's Union Drip.
Who are these people?
I think we're up for our last song. So we've got another later game, another short hair Metallica. Sorry. And my wife was kind enough the other day when I was practicing this to point out how much it sounds like Janie's Got a Gun, and now I'll never be able to hear the song the same because that's all I'm going to hear when I hear it. So. They try and break me. Mama, they try and break me. Window burns to light the way back home. Light their warms no matter where they go. They're off to find the hero of the day. But what if they should fall by someone's wicked way? Still the window burns, time so slowly it turns. Someone there is sighing. Keepers of the flames, do you feel your names? Can you hear your babies crying? They try to break me. Still they try and break me. Excuse me while I tender how I feel. These things return to me that still seem real. Now deservingly this easy chair, but the rocking star by wheels of despair. Don't want your aid, but the fist I made for years can't hold or heal. And no, I'm not all me, so please excuse me while I tell you how I feel. But now the dreams and waking screams, oh, whatever lasts the night. So build a wall behind it, crawl and hide until it's light. So can you hear your babies crying now? And still the window burns, time so slowly it turns, and someone there is sighing. Keepers of the flames, do you read your names? Can you hear your babies crying? But now the dreams and waking screams, oh, whatever lasts the night. So build a wall behind it, crawl and hide until it's light. So can you hear your babies crying now? Mama, they try and break me. Mama, they try and break me. Mama, they try and break me. they tried. Mama, they tried. Mama, they tried and break me. Mama, they tried and break me. Mama, they tried and break me. Mama, they tried. Mama, they tried. Oh! Yeah! 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 Oh, I almost did a spit take. I almost lost the last of my coffee on the soundboard.
Excuse me while I tend to how I feel. I was gonna make that a duet, but I was like, no, I can't. I know the words, but I can't. I literally, like, I wasn't sure that I know all the words, and that was part of it. I'm not that confident that I know all the words, but goddamn, I still know all the words. How about that?
Oh man.
Oh, we have lots of fun here.
You know what's funny? When I thought about doing that song, I was like, you know, this was just one of those songs that, like, I didn't, looking back now, this is one of Metallica's finest songs. And back then, I just remember being like, oh, this is kind of a little bit more laid back for them. But, like, it's a damn good song. It's a really, really damn good song. So
really damn good. You're the day, no leaf clover. You're with the load and the reload and blackout. So we're into the 90s for sure. 90s Metallica. Okay. I'm down with that.
Who are these people?
my granddad was a miner mighty long ago in Butte, who spent his whole life scraping by, who never left his boots. Then someone bought his bosses out and he'd outlived his use. They let him go, they trimmed the wage and they hired someone new. And he learned that that's what job creators do. Now walking through the heart of town, I see my daddy's shop. Then he shut down when the superstore got put in down the block. And he didn't have a lot of choice to work there all the same. For half of what he made when he had something to his name. He told me that's just the way it is, that's business through and through. And he told me that's what job creators do. Well, I watched a lot of poverty start blooming in this town, and I seen too many families out sleeping on the ground. When I offered help, I got harassed by Sheriff Brown as he gripped that kind of grin that says, I'd love to put you down. But if I owned a mine and I enslaved them for a crew, then he'd call me a job creator too. They'll tell you how 1,000 miles are hungry for your bread. And they'll say that to succeed you need to step on people's heads. Those suckers might be starving, but it's better them than you. They'll tell you that's what job creators do.
Who are these people?
This is song, blatantly enough, is called Wildfire. When I heard him talk about welfare, I assume the corporate kind. All the billions loaned to criminals who pinch your every dime. Oh, my suite keeps so flush, they got money to burn in the sky. Well, they see useful clowns out punching down on folks in a food bank line. Think you got a little propaganda on you when you soaked up all those songs, 'cause you're following the son of an ember miner on a place called X.com. And you watch him bathe in PPP and can't see something's wrong, but gotta grind your gears when a check appears at the door of some single mom. So if you don't give a shit who is subsidized, if they make 7 figures a year, you might want to look into the deficit you got sitting between your ears. And if you don't know working from your ruling class and you can't tell up from down, you might want to keep a word like welfare out of your corporate spoon-fed mouth.
No, Indy left. What is happening here?
To check out IndependentLeft.news.
The Indie News Network.
Indie Left News.
Oh, hey, Indy Left.
IndependentLeft.news. Great work.
Indie Left News.
IndependentLeft.news.
Independent Left News.
Shout out to Independent Left News. Shout out. Oh, what's up, Independent Left? Friend show.
Thank you, IndependentLeft.news.
The INN, Indy, you're wonderful.
I think Indie was onto something.
Independent News Network, Indie News.
Yeah. What's up, Indy, over on Rockfin?
Independent News Network, also known as INN.
Indy Left News.
I don't know if I would have made it through that 3 weeks without Indy, honestly.
No, I was just going to ask Indy.
A huge thank you and shout out to Indie Left.
No, you know what we're doing? We're world building, Indie.
Indie Left News.
You were doing the INN recruiting.
Indie News.
Independent Left News.
Shout out to Independent Left News.
Check out Independent Left News.
At Kennedy News.
I see Indy's in the chat. Hi, Indy. Okay, great. Bye.
Okay, hi. What's up? No, don't go anywhere. I know Sabby just says bye, but we're gonna have to fix that at some point. But I love it when she says bye. Okay, bye. Do we hear Reef? No sound. Now we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we hear you. Hey, look at that thing behind Reef. Check that out. That's really cool. Hi everybody. What's up?
Over here. You might think this is like a camera effect, but no, it's not. It's an actual thing. Look at it.
Look at that. That is beautiful.
Look at it.
That is awesome.
Look at it.
That is 3D printed. All right, so yeah, it's been a heck of a week. Everybody talking about welfare, so I figured
don't say them.
Well, no, I just said welfare, so we just played Jesse Jett's song. Two pieces that these actually were the YouTube debuts, other than when he first played them live on Politically Homeless last week with Greg, Big Mad Crab, who's probably in the chat also. Shout out to Crab. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Jesse got inspired and put some stuff out, so we recorded that. We had a crazy big weekend at INN, as I'm sure everybody is well aware. I know you guys have been all tuning in. I know Colin wants one. I want one too, by the way. That's cool, but that's not the only one. What's that on your chest? That's not from a shirt. What's that in your pocket? It's like Plinko.
What? It's like Plinko,
right?
Look at it.
That's a coaster, 3D printed plastic coaster painted with the INN, with the INN logo, and then Reef painted it. That is really sweet. All right, so
cool, right?
Yeah, we're just getting going here. Last week was awesome. By the way, I want to shout out again to Chris Legion and thank him for coming on. I love that guy so much. I wish I'd let him talk more. I kind of talk and take over the show. Boats was hilarious. And
I gotta go get that soundboard bit for that. You remember that?
Crease.
That was Chris Tucker talking about Michael Jackson, talking about him. Crease, no. Crease,
no. And no.
Crease, no. Crease,
no.
Crease.
So, yeah, we've got some new stories this week, and I know everybody's going to be shocked, but tonight is going to be an all Substack edition, everyone. What does that mean?
No, not Substack.
My favorite word in the world, but yes, it is an all Substack edition where we are going to be featuring 4 different Substacks, articles from them.
It should have been Oops, all Substacks. That's what it should have been.
Oops, all Substacks. Oops, I did it again. Oops, I did it, all Substacks.
That's what Sean O'Malley put last night as his thing. Oops, I did it again.
Yes, winter's coming.
O'Malley!
Yes, O'Malley. Goodness. Speaking of O'Malley, that was a hell of a fight last night.
I know, dude. That was great job there, Sean.
Aljamain Sterling got knocked the fuck out.
Fuck
basically.
Out.
Damn, dude. Like he got
Zhang
caught.
Wei Li did great.
And I was never really I always liked watching boxing growing up and in my 20s and 30s. Since I started hanging with this dude, he got me into MMA. I'm
sorry.
I like watching fights, and Saturday night became fight night all of a sudden, and my wife is not thrilled about it, but I certainly enjoy it. So, all right, let's get to it. So, welcome to How Did We Miss That, everybody? So, How Do We Miss That, of course, everyone knows, is a show featuring articles written by independent journalists who expose corruption, cover workers' organizing, and environmental crises while challenging corporate establishment narratives and talking points. New episodes stream live Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Rockfin, Substack, Facebook, Telegram channels. Yes, we're live on Telegram. The podcast is usually published within a couple days on Amazon, Apple, Google, Spotify, and more. And if I stay up late that night, I actually publish it that night, and it'll be available in the morning. I am Indy. I am the co-host for everybody listening on the Substack. That's me. That's the guy talking all the time, at least in the beginning. I'm the founder and editor of the Indie Media Today Substack. You go follow that over there at indiemediatoday.substack.com. Co-host of American Tradition with Jett on INN. And more recently, I am the co-host of Nobody Wants to Work Anymore on INN and with the Snow Himbo, who might also be in chat. What's up to Snow Himbo if he's there? Shout out to him. I got this guy sitting next to me. That's Reef Breland. It's a little dark where you're sitting. It looks like he's sitting in the dark. I don't know what it is. But, this guy is...
Hello, motherfucker.
Yeah. INN's technical director. He is the creator, engineer, and co-host of INN News, as well as for Misty, Winston show, and for Tara Reade, the Politics of Survival with Tara Reade. Yep. And we help out a lot of people around here. So we are members of and co-founders of Indie News Network. You might be watching us on there. That's a collaborative family of independent content creators. You can find all our channels at inn.network. And of course, please make sure that you share the link, like the stream, subscribe to our channel on all the platforms where you watch and listen. We're everywhere, but we're also heavily suppressed everywhere. If people don't share this, people don't see this. I mean, if I don't DM the links to people. Yes, thank you, Reef. We love your INN plastic coin. Yes, we love it.
INN, here's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about.
Jax Page, what's up? Welcome.
What's up, Jax?
Hurricane survivor, Jax Page, hunkered down in the Baja. The Baja.
In the Baja.
You got to do Jesse Ventura to do the Baja.
I have a silo of tortillas down in the Baja.
Oh, boy. Yes, we do. I did pick out some articles
back in the Navy SEALs.
Out of Substack. It was kind of hard to find some good articles this week. I had a few other ones. I'm like, these are just not interesting in the end. Like, I don't know. I don't even want to watch these. So let's find some different ones, and had to kind of punt and go back to the drawing board and get some stuff done. So we did. And so check this out. We're going to talk first about CJ Hopkins. And he's going to make fun of Elon Musk, and we like doing that. We call him Elmo over here. So we're going to talk about Elmo, and then we're going to showcase some different people that we really haven't talked about before. And I like finding new writers and new creators and bringing in different perspectives. So let's get to it. All right. Boom. CJ Hopkins.
Wrong one.
Excuse me.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Wait.
Sorry, I fat fingered it.
Was that Tara's closing music? Yes, I think it was. All right. CJ Hopkins is making fun of Elmo in the free speech Twitter psyop, which I think we knew in the beginning was a joke and a myth and not real. And CJ's talking about how it's a very enjoyable experience facing the fact that you've been bamboozled. Realizing that you've fallen prey to an elaborate con. Right. Or psyop is painful. It's embarrassing. People feel ashamed. No one likes to see themselves as a sucker. It's humiliating and it makes people angry. It makes them want to lash out at someone. I'm not talking about anybody that came out with a famous song or anything in the last couple of weeks. Nope, that's not what this is about. But if you want to apply it to that, you go ahead. The funny thing is, it usually isn't the person that conned them that they want to lash out at. Doing that would only make them feel more ashamed. No, typically who people want to lash out at when they finally realize that they've been bamboozled are the people who didn't get bamboozled along with them and who tried to warn them that they were being bamboozled. This phenomenon is occurring.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, this phenomenon is occurring right now. I know this because a certain sector of my readers are angrily unsubscribing from my Substack and unfollowing me on Twitter and so on. This happens more or less every time that people start to realize I was right about some psyop or con that I warned them about. Russiagate or COVID, and now...
Speaking of con, you remember what I told you before we started, right? You forgot to do?
What did I... No.
Turn your screen on so I could see. There you go. I got you, fam.
Yeah, thank you. Yep, got to do that.
We'll do it live.
Thanks, folks. Okay. Who tried to warn them? Okay, so again, let's go back. Typically, who people want to lash out at when they finally realize they've been bamboozled are the people who didn't get bamboozled along with them and who tried to warn them that they were being bamboozled. This phenomenon is occurring.
Damn, it must be true.
It must be. This phenomenon is occurring right now, and I know this because CJ says a certain sector of his readers are angrily unsubscribing from his Substack and unfollowing him on Twitter and so on. This happens more or less every time people start to realize I was right about some psyop or con I warned them about. Rushgate, COVID, now free speech Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it today. That's right. The jig is up. And I don't think that the jig was really ever down with us, but the bloom is off the rose. The cat is out of the bag. The party's over. The thrill is gone. Right, that's just very much.
The thrill is gone.
That's very much. I heard that in George Carlin's voice. I heard that read to me in George Carlin's voice. The jig is up. The bloom's off the rose. The cat's out of the bag. The party's over. The thrill is gone. You know, folks are finally starting to realize that free speech Twitter, quote unquote, was an elaborate con or a psyop, depending on how paranoid you are. And they're none too happy about this realization. So they're taking it out on blasphemers like me who tried to warn them about the Emperor Elonicus, which we laughed about 8 months ago, and how the Twitter files was a textbook limited hangout, and who pointed out how Musk shut it down as soon as it had served its purpose, and who had referred to some of them as Musk cultists and suckers, and who tweeted sarcastic tweets like this. Who's in control of Twitter? Gosh, we have no idea. Who can it possibly be? It certainly couldn't be our free speech loving cult leader who owns the fucking company. No, it has to be some secret cabal of woke communist libtard saboteurs. Yeah, that's got to be it.
Nothing to see here. Please disperse.
Oh, nice. And that's from Jordan Peterson. Yeah, who's in control? No one seems to know. Of course. Right. But
this lady really is coming up.
But I'm not writing this column to whine about that. It's part of human nature. I get it. I'm writing this column because maybe now that folks that are starting to face the fact that the whole free speech Twitter thing was an elaborate con or a trap or a psyop, maybe now they can knock off the Elon is our savior crap and try to pay attention to what's really happening. Here is an example of what is actually happening. So, as we said on, as she's the new Twitter CEO, Linda Yaccarino, WEF puppet, said on CNBC on a Spaces, I'll be live on Spaces, then on CNBC to talk about it. Quote, we've introduced a new policy called freedom of speech, not reach. If you're going to post something that's lawful but awful.
But is awful.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get labeled. You get de-amplified, which means it cannot be shared, and it's certainly demonetized. I don't want your fucking money.
But
so,
that sounds like a terrible game show.
Here's a link to a tweet with a recording of that Spaces thing. Now, you're going to have to do that within 60 days of August 11th because that actually comes down after 60 days unless they put it up somewhere on YouTube or somewhere else. It's Linda Yaccarino, ex-CEO, explaining how the new censorship system works, and here's my favorite line. Quote, since acquisition, we've built brand safety and content moderation tools that have never before existed at this company. And we've introduced a new policy for your specific point about hate speech called freedom of speech, not reach. What she's talking about is the future of internet censorship, not the ham-fisted government-initiated censorship that people tend to think of when they think of censorship. Corporate censorship, free market censorship. What she's talking about is the virtually imperceptible moment-by-moment manipulation of social media content, search engine results, reference quote-unquote platforms like Wikipedia, which are totally controlled and manipulated by CIA, by the way. Everything most people see on the internet. The corp speak term is visibility filtering, which we only found out about through the Twitter files, by the way. So while he says that the Twitter files was a limited hangout, that's where we got that terminology. From now on, instead of being suspended or deplatformed, which is bad PR and only draws more attention to the deplatformed party, dissident voices will simply just be de-amplified. We'll be free to post whatever we like, but we'll be talking to no one in a digital void where most people won't even know exists. Red, blue, culture war, mudslinging content, and other such harmless entertainment that keeps the masses infuriated in each other's throats will of course be allowed and be amplified and monetized. But any serious form of political dissent or deviation, right? That's what they're going to monetize.
No, keep going.
Is the duopoly. Yeah. But any serious form of political dissent or deviation from official narratives will be labeled hate speech or disinformation, dis, and malinformation, or simply unhealthy. Right? Corporations like X and Meta, Alphabet, and Tencent, which is the big Chinese one that owns MeWe, will decide what is healthy. They will do so. Yes, they will do so with algorithms, but not only with algorithms. So here's Linda Yaccarino again, talking to CNBC this time, not in Spaces, that X gonna give it to you. Oh, go give it to you. I had to. Every time I see that, I think of DMX. All right, here's the lawful but awful content to get hidden. All right, but here's what they say. X is committed to encouraging healthy behavior. 99.9% of all impressions are healthy, and we have an extraordinary team of people who are overseeing hands-on keyboards, monitoring all day, every day. That's not creepy or anything, to make sure that 99.9% of impressions remain at that number.
Knock, knock, open up the door is real.
I don't know how much clearer she could make it.
Pop.
A team of people
stainless steel
monitoring everything, moment by moment, every day. Not some badly written algorithm.
All day.
Not some
they have
secret.
A list.
Right.
They
not
check
some
it twice.
And sometimes even more than twice. And sometimes with FBI. But not some secret
Santa's
cabal.
little helpers, you mean?
Well, Comey's little helpers.
Yeah.
Moment by moment, every day. Not some badly written algorithm. Not some secret cabal of mutinous wokesters sabotaging Elon's vision. Not the FBI, not the CIA, not the WEF, not the Rothschilds. Just Twitter. Just X. This isn't one of my conspiracy theories. There's absolutely nothing secret about it. It's all explained right here and here and here and here on the Twitter safety blog. Here's one of the...
What about there?
There too, but here's one of the interstitial labels that Twitter might put on your unhealthy tweet before they de-amplify it into oblivion. Visibility limited. This tweet may violate Twitter's rules against hateful conduct. And literally, you can't like it, bookmark it, share it, or retweet it. You got to screen cap it. See, Twitter is like totally committed to transparency.
Sure.
Of course, you have nothing to worry about
That
if
you
you're...
won't see.
Right. Exactly. Well, isn't that what transparency is?
You won't see the transparency. Maybe. No.
Yes.
That's like dark clear.
Transparency is, I thought, what you don't see. But anyway.
Yeah. Going clear. Transparent.
Mm-hmm. So what they're saying is if you're tweeting or Xing healthy content, that extraordinary Twitter safety team that is monitoring everything all day, every day, and would never de-amplify or visibility filter, otherwise censor political speech. This isn't hate speech. You're, one of those interstitial labels to maliciously defame some troublesome author by deceiving people into thinking he was tweeting child pornography or graphic violent content like bestiality or necrophilia or some other age-restricted adult content, as Twitter was doing to CJ until May of this year. Yes, that's the case. They were putting interstitials on all of it, saying that they had to the people had to validate their birthday.
Age restricted.
This was all their tweets. It was a joke, right? So he says, I'm just joking, of course. They're going to keep doing that. Not to me anymore. Not that way. Not after he embarrassed Ella Irwin publicly. They removed those fake labels and just de-amplified me. But they're going to keep doing it to other people. They've been doing it to me and to INN for ages now. And not just X, all the corporations. They're going to keep visibility filtering and de-amplifying and vaporizing dissent, and there's currently nothing we can do about it. Meanwhile, did you get that one? Back at the Hall of Justice. Did you freeze? No. We, the free speech movement, will be celebrating our victory over the bad apples in government who were forcing the poor, helpless global corporations to censor everyone until we took them to court and made them stop with our democratic rights. Then we'll all live happily ever after. Of course, he's referring to Missouri v. Biden. I don't mean to shit on my friends and colleagues who are fighting hard against government censorship, and at least they're actually achieving something, while I'm just sitting here running my mouth. And the fight against government censorship is important. It is vitally important, and it has to be fought. I support it wholeheartedly, and I applaud them for fighting it, but it isn't going to change what's happening. What's happening is, and we've been talking about this for a while, globocap, or corporatism, or whatever you want to call the network of global corporations, governments, media, non-governmental governing entities, investment banks, global health authorities, academia, the culture industry, and other such entities that together compromise this decentralized system of power, and that ideology is currently running the entire planet. Whatever you want to call that, it's going totalitarian. Have you experienced anything like that, Mr. Reef? Global Cap?
Yeah, once or twice.
Right.
Once or twice.
So it's been going totalitarian, more or less openly, for the better part of the last 3 years. And CJ has been covering this transition for quite a while now and reiterated his analysis in many of his essays and published a book about it, which is possibly going to get him sent to prison in Germany. So he's not going to rehash it all again here, but which should come as a relief to his regular readers, which I'm one. But if you're new to his work, you can read the book or his essays, which are all on his blog at consentfactory.org and at his Substack, cjhopkins.substack.com. For now, trust me, we are going totalitarian. That's what all the visibility filtering is about. That's what the cancel culture is about. That's what all the mindless mass hysteria and the demonization and criminalization of dissent is about. It's why they're sending protesters to jail. It's what the free speech Twitter psyop is about. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether Elon Musk even knows what he's doing. The system that he's an integral part of is evolving. Musk is going to help it evolve, or he'll be replaced by someone who will help it evolve. Musk, Yaccarino, Zuckerberg, Pichai, Gates, Klaus Schwab, Wang Zhou, or pick your evil mastermind, George Soros, any of them. These people, notwithstanding their very real power, are just components of a system, a global system, a system that's evolving toward totalitarianism, because it really doesn't have anything else to do.
Yep.
I don't know how to stop this from happening, this evolution of global capitalism into a new form of totalitarianism. But one thing that occurs to me is it might help matters if we slowed down a bit and tried to actually understand what's happening, like in the broader historical systemic sense, and maybe didn't chomp down on every little piece of red meat bait that gets dangled in front of our faces, then whipped up into a frenzy over whatever the visibility filtering team at Twitter or X or Meta or Alphabet or some other corporation wants us whipped up over. Like a fucking song on YouTube, everybody. Can I be any fucking clearer about this? Oh.
Maybe.
And maybe the next time some self-aggrandizing global capitalist military contractor comes riding into town like billionaire Jesus to save us from his buddies in the proverbial big club, you know, the one that you ain't in, maybe folks could take a minute and at least hear me out before they start prostrating themselves at his feet. I'm not right about everything, of course, but I seem to be doing okay with this PSYOP stuff. Kim.com. Humiliating himself for the entire world to see. There you go, Karen. There you go, Kim.com. Subscribe to CJ Hopkins. I adore that man. He's a treasure. I love him to death. I actually, Substack, or maybe I downloaded some app that dictates Substacks to you from the app. So I actually listened to this kind of like in a robotic voice. Say it to me as I was reading it. Female robotic voice. And I just kept nodding along and predictably saying, like you did, pretty much what he was saying throughout. And it's a great piece. Big fan of CJ. I know he doesn't have many answers other than to acknowledge that this is what's happening and to try to tell everyone around us, because still,
I saw he put up a thing today. Might have been today, might have been yesterday. It was like, yeah, we make mistakes and we sometimes fail, but we try.
Right? Rich people are good too. Yeah, there's good in the world too. Things are terrible, but there's also good in the world. I think Twidget got frozen. Damn it. Okay.
It does that.
Yeah, it does that sometimes. Okay, so let me grab the link to the stream again so I can start putting chats up, because I would like to show what people are saying here. Yeah, I don't want to be in that club either. It's got a lot of pedos in it, for sure.
Curse of Carlin, chapter 4, verse 3.
That's right. Well, also, Frozen Reef? No, it's not. He's not frozen. KYE? No, he's not frozen. All right, so I think his real evil company.
No, I have practiced standing so still that people don't see me. It's that Guardians of the Galaxy reference or whatever. Old Batista.
Nice. Shout out to Dave Batista. All right, let's put up. Elon never inhaled the blunt. I saw it. Really, gamer? Is that true? He never inhaled it? I know he was sitting there in a cloud of smoke. Yes, he's using his Skynet software not just for Ukraine, but also he used it in Hawaii, by the way. He sent Skynet and Tesla Powerwalls to Hawaii. So is that going to be involved in constructing 15-minute cities? That's a whole other story. I also did want to talk a little bit about this nonsense with the removal of the block, just for a second, about Twitter. And I had a bunch of people in my DMs really upset about this. And I think Reef actually has the best take about Elmo and about Elon with regard to what he does and what he is doing here. And I'm going to let you kind of share that with everyone.
Oh, that like he set stuff up for him to look like the good guy that listens to people. by making a terrible decision first. Like, he knows it's a bad decision, and he puts it out to see if he can get away with it. And if he doesn't, he just reverses it. You know, and goes, look, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I fix it. When he was the one who messed it up to begin with. You know?
And he did it on purpose in the first place.
Benevolent.
He did it on purpose in the first place because he wanted to get everyone crazy. But what did he do? He captured multiple news cycles. He controlled the narrative. And in the end, he still got at least a percentage, a portion, maybe what he wanted in the first place. It's a very interesting negotiating tactic. All right. But it's settling on something versus there was going to be nothing. And then he went and overshot like by 1 billion times. And then he pulled back by 1 million times or by 900 million times. You still got a whole lot
with like the block
left
thing,
over.
He may have known that he couldn't have done that. And he did it just to get a news cycle for a bit.
But I still don't know what the value of removing the ability to block people unless you pay. I mean, it's to squeeze people out of pay.
People are blocking advertisers. Well, that too. But like,
yeah, but you can't block everyone.
He doesn't want people blocking advertisers, right? And he doesn't want people blocking him. I think that's one of the two biggest motivators there.
Except that he could easily have Twitter make it so that he can't be blocked. Easily.
Sure, but it's also, I think blocking as a whole costs them money to do. Like they have to make their system keep people from seeing your crap. So that was the other thing that I heard. So, whatever.
Yeah, Mastermind now we're saying watch the airport budget triple and no one will blink an eye. They dug a lot deeper under defense intelligence than they needed to, DIA. I think you're talking about this Alex Jones story that's coming out that they're predicting that there may be another thing happening at the end of the year and that TSA agents were being told by their bosses that masks are coming back and lockdowns also might be coming back. I think that's what you're talking about there. But I did want to get to our next story, Substack and Substack wise. And like I said, for those who hadn't been here earlier, today is the night of 1,000 Substacks. No, I'm just kidding. It's only going to be 4. But tonight is an all Substack edition. We're going to be featuring different Substacks. First one was CJ Hopkins. And the next one is going to be Jessica Wildfire from OK Doomer. All right. I recently have discovered this Substack. I like her quite a bit. Give her a follow. And it's jessicawildfire.substack.com. It's not OK Doomer, although that's the name of it. She has a website and that she launched recently called okdoomer.io. And she writes articles over there. I wanted to first showcase that at the end of the week, and kind of funny, but I do this as well. I did this for Misty and I've been doing this for INN. She recaps and puts a list. Here are all the articles that were published this week over at my website. And,
okay, Boomer.
Right. Okay, Doomer. Okay, Boomer. Right. So what she's saying is that you should be getting emails from the new site now. If not, you want to check out your junk or spam. If you sign up through Substack, then you can switch over. There's been a lot of discussion about why we seem to be angrier and meaner these days. A lot, of course, of these discussions, and I think you're going to find this one really interesting, willfully overlooks the obvious. I think these posts sum up the collective psychological state that we're in. So there's 4 articles here. I'm going to read this one, Watching the World Burn on Our Phones, that I thought was really a good measure of kind of where we are. I did think that there was a lot of value to what Jessica wrote here. So it's a 4-minute read, which Reef likes. He likes short reads. So she says there's this play by Eugene Ionesco called Rhinoceros. This is kind of like an introspective episode tonight where we're looking at
Eugene once.
We're going to look at some of these articles, and it's not just about like straight news about what happened, but this is more about like conceptually what's happening and taking a step back. So what she's talking about here is that this book called Rhinoceros is about an ordinary dude named Berenger, a Lebowski type who drinks too much and never shows up anywhere on time. Things get interesting when he meets a friend for coffee, but their conversation gets interrupted when, a rhinoceros charges through the town square. Over the course of 3 acts, Berenger watches everyone he cares about, including the woman he loves, transform into a rhinoceros. And nobody believes him. The transformation into a rhinoceros starts off with a mild cold. As people transform, they get cranky and aggressive. They accuse Berenger of paranoia. They tell him to stop obsessing over rhinos. They lose all their empathy. They start talking about letting everyone live their own lives and getting back to normal. It's ironic because after they transform, all a rhinoceros wants to do is chase people down and turn them. Scholars have described the play as a metaphor for the spread of fascism, but it also applies to a lot of situations these days. I never thought I'd live through something like that, and yet here we are.
It's almost like the first metaphor is also the second part of the sentence.
Right?
You know?
Amazing.
But it applies to a lot of situations. Yes, that's because that's what's happening.
Right. The heat index hit 120 degrees Fahrenheit or almost 50 degrees centigrade today. Honestly, it doesn't feel that bad. I've gotten used to it. I get out and walk in this every day. I know it could kill me. We're in the middle of a COVID surge, but almost nobody wants to talk about it. We all know somebody who doesn't know anyone with long COVID. Suddenly, people who were in the ICU have no memory of it or pretend they were never sick. People are forgetting entire conversations. Sometimes even the media can't help but report on the undercurrent of fatigue and resentment that pervades public life. Everything feels off. There's no end to the depressing stories. An entire town burns down during a firestorm. Teachers mock disabled children. Schools punish kids for talking during lunch. They're replacing libraries with detention centers. Yes, they're really doing that. Newspapers publish stories about experts baffled by sudden spikes in heart attacks and chronic illness. They blame environmentalists for holding up progress on renewable energy. They report on labor shortages and broken supply chains. Then they report on the avalanche of studies showing the organ and brain damage caused by the disease everyone wants to ignore. They want to hold everyone accountable.
That,
right, that exacerbated that. Safe and effective. Mm-hmm. Heart swells with pride.
Sure.
They want to hold everyone accountable except the ones responsible. They're pulling a rhino. There's a relentless pressure to act happy now. You have to go to the office. You have to go to bars and restaurants. You have to go to concerts. You have to go on vacation. You have to post about it. You have to talk to strangers. But you can't talk about all the friends and family you've lost. You can't talk about how tired you are. You can't talk about politics. You can't talk about climate change. You can't talk about the wildfires or that town that burned down. You can't talk about living through the hot... Well, you can, but it ends up in an argument that devolves into a political, depending on which news you watch and consume, who you decide you're going to blame rather than what are we going to do about it. You can't blame you can't talk about masks or air purifiers. You can't talk about student loans. You can't talk about the wars we're fighting or getting ready to fight. You can't talk about anything that matters. You can only talk about the latest shitty superhero movie. You can talk about Barbie. You can talk about celebrity gossip. You can talk about the vacation you pretended to enjoy. You can talk about yoga. You can talk about your morning routine. You can talk about sports. And you can talk about, of course, the song that everyone seems to be talking about in our world right now. What? What? Oh, that wasn't written in there. Sorry.
What?
The conspiracy theories are getting even crazier. Now people don't believe in viruses at all. They don't believe in polio. They don't believe in the flu. It's just a flu.
Who doesn't believe in polio and the flu?
I They don't even believe droughts are real anymore. They believe the government is hiding endless supplies of clean water deep underground. They believe the government is starting fires with space lasers. They're turning into rhinos.
I mean, is that so? No.
That's what Jessica's saying. Now here's the thing.
Yeah, but I'm yelling at Jessica. Jessica, what are you doing?
Well, here's what she's going to say. There's a reason why everyone's so tired and miserable. And it's not because of climate change, and it's not because of the pandemic. It's because of this tedious, soul-sucking normal that we're forcing each other to endure. It doesn't have to be like this. We don't have to turn into rhinos. We could ditch this normal for something else. All we have to do is stop pretending. It would be easy. Now, I argue with her over whether I think this would be easy. I think this would be tremendously difficult and a huge lift to ask a lot of people to sacrifice. But
I'm frustrated because this is what they also do. Like that space lasers thing. They force people who are normally rational people to listen to a rational statement
about directed energy weapons.
Technology we already have and have not only said that we have, but that other countries also have. Like, we literally just made a weaponized Space Force division.
Yep.
And that's somehow questioning, that it might have been used on civilians to test. Like, is somehow crazy to, speculate on.
Right.
I just find that ridiculous. Anyway, continue.
I think your audio might be off from your video just slightly by a second, but that's okay.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what we do about that now. But anyway, we don't have to turn into rhinos like she says it would be easy, and I disagree. She says we have the knowledge and tools to survive. We could build tiny houses for everyone. Yeah, but not everyone can survive in a tiny house. We could build root cellars. We could build earth tubes. We could leave these shitty jobs in ugly McMansions in the desert. We could localize our supply chains. We could let go of beef. We could build rain catchment systems, and we could get around on carts and bicycles. That really sounds like 15-minute cities. We could ration energy and electricity. We could be happy. We're not miserable because of viruses or heat indexes. We're miserable because the system forces us to participate in our own destruction. We're miserable because we know deep down that we're in trouble, that we have to adapt, but we're still expected to sling lattes for assholes all the way up until the moment that a wildfire or a flood engulfs our neighborhood. We're miserable because we're forced to watch the world burn on our phones, and then we're accused of doom scrolling. Isn't that something?
Yep.
Yeah. So
that's probably why it was delayed a little, because I'm on.
Oh, much better. Yay. Okay. So, I know you'll be thrilled about this because you missed this part. She's saying that we should ration energy and electricity. Just give me those smart meters, everybody.
Of course.
Like, bro, she's asking for it. She's asking for
energy
it.
Lockdowns.
15
Energy lockdowns. This is what everyone said that they were talking about.
Localizing our supply chains. Again, 15-minute cities. We could let go of beef. Eat the bugs. I think she may be a WEF puppet here. We could build rain catchment systems, but the WEF won't allow it, and they're going to outlaw it in California and elsewhere. Getting around on carts and bicycles. Only if you don't want to go further than 15 minutes away from where you live.
And yes, public transportation, whatever.
We could be happy. Now, I will say that I did read some other articles of hers that I thought were better. OK Doomer is a pretty good website. The right to mask, yes, you certainly have the right to mask. But you don't have the right to make anybody else mask unless you're in a hospital. But check out Jessica.
I wonder if she feels like you should do your own research. I bet you she's not. What?
Yeah, the ugly truth about sleep. Maybe you don't need a friend. Maybe you need something else. Okay. You don't have to be likable. Interesting articles. Definitely stuff worth taking a look at and a little bit deeper.
I think you're giving too much credit, but okay.
Maybe. Or Yell at her and tell her that she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about.
Okay, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, done.
Beautiful.
That was hard.
So,
what?
The next
no himbo
Substack
in the chat. Looks like we got ourselves a reader.
Looks like we got ourselves a reader. That's right. That's the Jimmy Dore line. Yeah. Why y'all reading and shit? Yep. That's great. Awesome.
It's no himbo. We could be happy. Let me guess, we will own nothing too, right?
Own nothing.
Yeah.
We eat the bugs and we be happy from Uncle Klaus.
Yeah, bro. That was
my God.
Fucking...
Holy
you gotta
crap.
read further before.
I read through the whole thing, and that's not what I read the first time. I'm telling you right now, that's not what I read.
Okay,
maybe I read a different article.
Read better.
Jeez, that's. Yeesh. So I do want to shout this actually is a good Substack, A Skeptic, which is funny because their profile is I support the current thing, but what they have been doing is kind of what Yeti and what I did for a long time until the website shut down recently, which is they have been aggregating Russia-Ukraine reports daily and publishing them in their Substack. This is the most recent one published today, and this is pulling stuff from across the entire web, from the Duran,
the whole web,
from the whole web,
wow.
From the Duran and Alexander Mercouris. So you've got the Smoothie X12. And military summary, right? And then you've of course got Alex Christoforou and Weeb Union.
Christoforou,
yes, he's also from the Duran. You've got Garland Nixon there, and here is a skeptics. There's their best guess on currently where the battle map is, and then it's bringing
the names of that particular country is just like. Dnipropetrovsk. Huh? What? What? Wait, go back up. What's the other one? Kifmelinskil. What is that? Kifmelinskil. Oh, left. There it is. The fuck is that?
Klementiski.
God bless you.
Khmelnytsky. Dnipropetrovsk. Yeah, see, you know I'm not Russian I'm not a Russian plant because I can't say any of that shit well at all.
Shit, right.
All right, so...
Like, some of them I got, but...
Here, our best guess, based on the political situation, lives lost is not a factor to Ukraine. Of course, they're willing to throw it to the last Ukrainian or to the U.S., but here's a Kyle Anzalone story about Washington greenlighting massive Israeli arms sale to Germany. There's nothing to worry about, right?
How is RFK different than that? Is that not unconditional support?
Mm-hmm. Again, this is just one day's worth of aggregated news. Here's a Seymour Hersh article that was published in SheerPost. Yep.
It's going to be the Summer of Hawks.
Right, and any of these links to the
Postal. Sounds like a Hitchcock movie waiting to happen.
Right.
Summer of Hawks.
Mearsheimer video.
Summer of Hawks. Sorry, anyway.
More from antiwar.com. The Duran over here at Substack. Glenn Deason. So you've got like a broad view of raw materials has left the U.S. So here's like a summary, and this is an article reposted from RT News. And here it is, copy and pasted straight up. All right, it's got Russia news, but it also has stuff from Ukraine. Here about Zelensky answered the question. We're ready to exchange. So it's trying to provide at least some kind of a balanced view. Oh, look at that. Azov down.
Yeah.
Good.
Tom Cruise.
Right.
Oprah Winfrey. Those are
this just keeps going.
Back up.
Yeah.
Go back up.
What did we miss?
Keep going. Pause. Those are the bombs used to blow up the Crimean Bridge. They were wrapped in plastic. And there was someone that said that, like, oh yeah, the drivers didn't know. No, they would have had to have known. Like, so, and now they're probably going to go after that guy. But these are essentially, this is just Ukraine, like, admitting to terrorism.
Yep.
Like, that's what that is.
These are just battlefield summaries.
Yeah.
Scott Ritter. I know somebody's triggered now. Good.
Oh, no.
Washington Post stories. You know, it's really trying to give you a complete picture of what everybody is saying so you can decide for yourself, including the propaganda that's coming out from the State Department. Decide.
Yep.
Who's telling the truth here? Who's got more to lose? Here's a TNT radio show.
Cossack. Yep.
Right? Shout out to Tara Reade, who's on 9 a.m. Eastern weekdays on TNT Radio. Misty Winston, who's at 6 p.m. Eastern. Couple stand by their heavily damaged war-torn apartment in Kharkiv.
That's the one. Is that the propagandized one? Yeah, for the Washington Post. Yeah.
Yep. This is the one that isn't that the building that Wyatt Reade, isn't that the one that Wyatt Reade like was shot? Like was staying at? No. Okay.
No, different place.
Gotcha. So
he was somewhere else.
Yep. 1 year since the murder of Daria Dugina. Yeah. So this is just, and you can get this in your inbox every day for free. Subscribe to askeptic.substack.com, and they will provide you a daily Russia-Ukraine report with all of this stuff in one email, which is really helpful. And they also take, you can hook them up with a subscription, which you can pay for, or you can get that for free. It's kind of funny, but the next guy we're going to feature is this guy right here, Mike Hampton. We'll talk about him in a couple minutes. He also has been doing some news aggregation. Wow, we're gonna finish real early this time. It feels like.
Cool.
Nice. All right. So, what's going on, everybody?
What the happened?
Why crickets are the new meat of the working class? Yeah, if I see that from Jessica, I'm definitely calling the cops on her. That's brutal stuff. Bill Hicks, shout out, R.I.P. Bill Hicks. He was the GOAT and the legend. Everybody loves Bill Hicks. So I've been looking, like I said, for aggregators or for people to kind of replace what I've been doing as we work on building a new website. How do I aggregate and find stories every week to do for the show? I'd love to be able to share more stuff out as well. It's just the way to consume it is very difficult. So I figured out kind of between subscribing to a lot of the email newsletters for these websites that we amplify, as well as the Substack inbox, because you can, from all the Substack that you subscribe to, they also provide you with a handy inbox, and I will go to it here and show you what that looks like. So if I go here, so this is the inbox that's at the top of Substack, and if I click over here, up in the top corner over here, I can go right there to my inbox. You go to the inbox, and this is all the different newsletters that you're subscribed to as a news feed. Just like you would see on Facebook or Substack or Twitter or wherever, a real-time in chronological order based upon when it was published last. Really simple. Between this, and by the way, there is an RSS element, so if you want to bring in outside websites to this reader on Substack, it becomes even more valuable, and you can literally bring all the newsletters from the email and make this a fire hose of data and of articles in order.
You're watching Indy's Tech Tips, everyone.
I still think this is a difficult way to consume news. And it's difficult to go through article by article and grab that. So I really appreciate when I find somebody like this guy, Mike, who I recently found through Substack Notes. He has been writing one called Same Shit, Different Government. It turns out he's from South Africa.
South Africa?
About a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, I saw that he started doing something called the Substack Sitrep. I was like, wow, that's really interesting. And I suggested to him, hey, you might want to add a graphic in to let people know what it's going to be about, because what it is, and I haven't even looked at today's yet, but it is a aggregation of different stories, different articles, different videos by category from both on Substack and off Substack about a whole wide variety of topics that are of interest to us. I love this. All right. Mm-hmm. So this is Tucker Carlson explosively interviews Vivek, and that's at Rumble. And you can actually just watch that right on Rumble. So he's linking there. Hawaii Electric, this is Lee Fang. All right, so you've got some articles, the Daily Hodl, about $18.9 billion losses JP Morgan and Capital One take hits from bad loans. There's a whole wide range of news to consume here, and he's been aggregating this every day or so. Highly recommend. I've been a big fan of Mike's stuff. The one that I looked at the other day from the 18th had more stuff in it, though. It had RFK, Israel's Useful Idiot, which I think was Chris Hedges' article. All right, it's got...
Yeah, we covered that on INN News. Should be coming out soon.
Now, I will say, and I was a little disappointed to see this.
Oh, just scroll past that. You're good.
This protest song is incredible and will become an anthem against oppression.
Just scroll past.
Now
Just scroll past.
He's in South Africa. But what this proves again
South Africa
is that the algorithm can push worldwide. Okay? Lavrov debunks that Russia's mad at China and India for attending the Jeddah talks. That's at Andrew Corbico's Substack. And I'm seeing that because when I'm mousing it over in the bottom left corner, it's telling me that. But if I click right there and I click right there, that is the Corbico Substack. So you can go to all of these different articles right from this nice link, list of links, as well as he embeds some videos for you to check out. Al Jazeera, Richard Medhurst,
Richie
Napolitano.
Yeah.
All right. Again, similar military summary. He also recommended A Skeptic recently, or, like kind of cross-recommending each other, which makes sense. Here, A Skeptic's Russian-Ukraine news aggregator. There you go. And I saw that. I was like, ooh, that's interesting. And sure enough, it's actually a pretty good source. And they've been updating it daily, which is very cool. Here's David Brennan in Newsweek about Zelensky's pivotal counteroffensive call threatens to divide leadership. We've got the Aaron Mate one about, it's Alex Rubinstein holding court with Ukraine's most famous neo-Nazi. Shout out to Alex Rubinstein, who, by the way, is... No, not Aaron Mate, but Alex Rubinstein over at the Gray Zone. Indie Media Award honoree. Yes, as is the Gray Zone. Shout out to all of them over there. So, same shit, different government. That's Mike Hampton.substack.com, Hampton, just like the guy who used to pitch for the Mets in the Colorado Rockies. But that's not this guy. I did want to make mention for a minute because we haven't talked about Lahaina. And we are a news show, and oh God, just to see the footage and to see the coverage, it's just heartbreaking, beyond heartbreaking.
They talked about one of the things I saw, I think, of all people, from Alex Jones again on the Twitter, that like
lizard people.
Yes, that like the people were at work. They sent the kids home.
Oh, bro. This is what I was going to talk about, but I don't know if I can get through it. But they didn't send them home.
They sent the kids home. No, they like were at school. They sent them home due to like heat advisory and Like, and then they never turned on the sirens.
They cut the power.
So,
but
yeah.
it turns out that they said that they never sent the kids to school because the power was out. But
right, which means that the parents went to work.
Oh, I can't. I mean,
yeah.
I was watching.
I mean, I'm no parent, but I can sympathize with that.
I can't even. I can't. It's unimaginable and indescribable. The kind of helpless feeling that you might, and supposedly on top of the fact there were cops that were blocking the road. I saw something about that. There were all kinds of weird things that happened here. If you go to Amira, the Empathic Times, she did a story, as did Jimmy Dore on Friday, about one of the water commissioners in Hawaii didn't want to allow the water to be released to put the fire out until it was too late. I mean, Crab, the older I get, the more I realize that Alex Jones served a purpose. And last week I said I realized he was right. He wasn't right. He was predictive programming in a way. He was also sensationalizing to the point.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, he sensationalizes it so that when it actually happens in reality, somehow you can swallow it because at least it was talked about. He
turns Whitney's actual information into the New World Order, the Illuminati, and then turns Monsanto information into they're turning the friggin' frogs gay. Like, this is what he does.
You know,
he's meant to do that.
You know, I've heard a lot about how the locals have been stepping up to help each other, but that the outsiders have been not, to say the least. They've been.
The outsiders.
I couldn't.
Rob Lowe?
Yeah, I couldn't go the whole week without talking about the people of Lahaina, and I've never been to Hawaii. I mean, I just can't imagine losing your whole town, losing that many residents, and you know, somebody was I was a Squirrel Tribe. I don't know if you guys are subscribed at all to Squirrel Tribe over on YouTube. She's good, Michelle. She talked a little bit about it. She's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through it either, and saying that there might, you know, there's a good chance that there are entire families that were lost, and that might be why the counts are lower, because there's not even anybody to claim the bodies or to claim that people are missing, because literally everyone that they knew also is gone. And yeah, Dr. Nick, she's great. I like her. Big fan of hers. I would love to have her on my show. So if you comment to her, I'd love to interview her and talk to her about how she started doing this, when, and learn a little bit more about her. I follow her on Instagram as well. She's got the Squirrel Tribe 2.0. She talks more about like her own personal life and her kids and travel stuff, and she's outstanding. All right. I didn't want to hit with like such depressing shit. But like I said, I did want to talk a little bit about Hawaii. There is something else, and I did want to cover. It's not really a story per se, but I am the INN hype man, as everybody knows. But there are some new projects going on at INN. I think some of you here know about them. Some of you who may be listening on the podcast do not. So I wanted to kind of just go through a few of them and share it with everyone so you guys can see. The first one is our buddy Joe. That's Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib. He's over on TikTok. And he's been over on TikTok for a little while. He's actually got a pretty big following now. He's 7,500 followers, and he's putting out videos pretty often. I wanted to showcase that in the beginning of one of these videos, he actually shows his face. I think it might be this one.
You're about to expose him right now?
No.
That one?
Hardly. He exposes himself.
Yeah. You saw it here first. Indy exposes Joe.
Why is this not playing now?
Because
it's killing my screen on top of it. What?
I don't know. Try.
OBS
try
might be
hitting a
killing
refresh.
it. I don't know. That's weird. Okay.
I don't. It shouldn't.
The government withholding every single one of our donations.
If there is no one there to pick it up, it's getting locked up and not utilized.
Why is the government preventing Hawaii from getting supplies and help? Why is it that the locals are the reason why they're getting supplies and a little bit of help? Oh, we see all that money that Biden supposedly has sent Hawaii, but that's money to rebuild for the elites, for their plan of their smart city, because the locals refused to sell their land. And so they took it from them. They're wasting no time to take that land from the locals. Meanwhile, they're just stranded and getting no help at all from our government. That money is not going to go to them. It's going to the future plans of that island that they took.
Yep. So Joe's been sharing some videos like this, absolute fire, over at TikTok. TikTok.com/STFU shitlib2. INN, by the way, is also over. Just stop.
This is it. You good? You got it?
Yeah. Indie News Network. Man, my screen is flickering hard. That's not it. What is going on here? Oh, it's indienews.network. That's why. There you go. All right. So, Wildfire, for example, I made the vertical version of that. You can watch that there on INN TikTok. Some How Do We Miss That clips. I don't know if you know, but I actually make a vertical version of the show every Sunday. It's only recorded. I don't actually put it out anywhere or stream it. So you can kind of go over here and see the clips that I put out vertically, as well as the clips that we've been using an AI tool to make some clips. Jett, make American Tradition clips vertically, so we can put that up there. Yeah, there's Jordan doing Jimmy. We put that up there. Joe's video is great. And so we're just getting started over there. So check out INN TikTok. I wanted to spotlight and showcase that we're doing that over there. I also wanted to showcase over at, hang on a second. 2 playlists. So first of all, that we started a new show. I started a show with Himbo. I think I mentioned it earlier, and that's called Nobody Wants to Work Anymore. I wasn't really being public about the fact that I've been out there looking for a new gig, and that it's been a challenge in 2023 to find a new job. I've been in a bunch of conversations with friends online, and so Himbo and I were kind of laughing about how ridiculous the process is. And so we decided to make a show about it called Nobody Wants to Work Anymore. So that has been on INN. We've done 4 episodes so far. You can check that out as a playlist on indienews.network. I will put that in the description after the show is over and in the links, as well as on the Substack. So you'll be able to get to the playlist and watch all the episodes. We've been doing about an hour to an hour and a half-ish. I made a couple of clips out of episode 3 that were pretty funny, because we actually found what looked like a CIA front or some kind of front company for Intel. That was really interesting. So we have that going on now. Also over we have boats smashing into other boats, which we're going to get to in a little while. That is now a show on its own. So in addition to seeing the show live tonight on Sunday nights as you see it, I decided to, after we find out which copyright claims we get hit for against YouTube and which ones YouTube doesn't want us showing again, I then edit those out of the stream, the original video stream, and we'll just run Boats as its own show on Friday night because it's Reddit React and it's funny and people like watching that, and it's more content for
easier to share is one thing, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, share that with people.
The thing is if you didn't watch this show until about 6 weeks ago, you would never know that we even did this unless somebody told you about it. So this is a way of kind of getting it out there that we do this, that we have a lot of fun. We don't just do news here, and that, you know, this does hold up and stand alone as content for itself. There's one other thing I wanted to show, and I know that I've shown this before, but the Indie News Network, the INN Substack, there have been some articles that have been written over there recently, and I want to share with everybody so you can see what that looks like and who's been writing and what let's talk about that for a minute.
I'm going to send you an image on Discord in a second, by the way.
Okie doke.
And for you to pull up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So let me go back to screen here. This is what indienewsnetwork.substack.com looks like right now. We have the current weekly schedule. And again, like I said, I've been putting these out every week on Friday afternoon, about 7 o'clock Eastern. And it is a summary of all of the streams and appearances for everybody in the network, both in list as well as embedded and linked. So you can, and not only when we go live, but like when Misty does an appearance on Fault Lines, or when Tara does an appearance on Kyle Serafin's podcast, or Joe made a funny video for TikTok. I'm trying to get as much in there to showcase all the work and everything that the network is really up to, because there's so much that we're really up to. I think there were 17 pieces of content between the 7 days, and we didn't even do anything on Monday. Literally, the whole network just didn't put anything new out. But the other 6 days, we certainly were busy. But also over at INN Substack, Yardening with Yeti. Episode 1, Series 1, Volume 1, talking about an intro and talking about soils. So our brother Yeti, Jesus, who you saw a couple weeks ago on INN News, you can follow him on the Twitters at Yeti1181. He recorded an anniversary. That's right. Good Lord, his trousers, it's a Yeti, something like that. I don't think you had all of that.
Lord Nelson's trousers, it's a Yeti.
That's the one. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we'll show that at the end. So Yeti wrote an article. He embedded his anniversary video from last November, and then he talks about soil time. So Yeti's been doing gardening in his yard. So what's yardening? Obviously. So different soils, chalk soil,
gardening.
Yard gardening
in your yard.
So what's the difference between all these soils with photos? And we're just getting started. So shout out to Yeti.
Yeah, Rich Slutsky.
Yeah. Well, that's Rich Slutsky. That's our buddy Crying Grim. So we do have Nobody Wants to Work Anymore. Also, Chris Legion was here last week. Chris Legion's article is there. We published the weekly calendar. But I also wanted to shout out Big Mad Crab, who's in the chat. He wrote 2 articles at the end of July that everybody really should see. And I think they kind of flew under the radar. There was a ton happening at the time. There was a lot going on, and it kind of slid under. But this is an actually really, really well-researched piece about how the FBI killed Tupac.
He's supposed to be interviewing John Podash soon. I think Tuesday, he said.
This week, I believe. So check out.
Yeah.
Look out for, and I don't know if he's going to be live streaming that or recording it and putting out a edited version. But this is a really long, well-sourced article kind of documenting the research from these other guys, John and Nick, who have put together a ton of footage to determine that they think that the FBI killed Tupac. So Krebs says it's Tuesday, probably airing Thursday, according to Greg. Recording Tuesday, airing probably Thursday. All right. So
FBI, open up!
Thank you, Kill Your Aggregators. I really appreciate that. That you feel our frustrations watching Nobody Wants to Work Anymore. Great show, but goddamn the nerve of some of these companies. Yes, It's insane. I mean, the hoops that they make people jump through just to be able to submit an application sometimes, some of the ridiculous questions, it can be disheartening and frustrating, and it's a gaslight when they say nobody wants to work anymore. I really feel that way. Because we do. There are tons of people that do want to work. We know this. And they just make it incredibly difficult, on top of the fact that if you saw last week, and we're going to rerun it, I think we're going to rerun episode 4 because we ran it Tuesday afternoon and it did Friday afternoon at lunchtime, and it didn't really get very many views. We're going to rerun it tomorrow night because Politically Homeless is going to move to Thursday. I'll tell you about that later. But during this episode, we talked about this is himbo. Yeah, is it? I don't know. It could be. But we talked about the AI, the amount of AI that's being used in determining what whether your resume gets through or not. Oh my God, that's really funny. Had a job application asked, "How do you like your steak?" It was a car wash. Come on. Insane. One of my favorites was from the very first episode. I found the pronouns on some of these lever.co hiring sites, which is one of these HR websites that the companies use to list all the jobs and to collect resumes. There were 9 potential pronouns, including HU/HU, and I'm going to put that in the chat.
We?
No, it was hoo-hoo. There you go. Himbo's got it. Hoo-hoo. Bro, we laughed so hard about that. Okay, and then there's XI, Zim, Jim, and G. Oh, dude, it was holy crap. We had a lot of fun. That was episode 1. And we've been putting that out Thursday nights. Bread and Circuses will be back next week. What's hoo-hoo? I don't know what hoo-hoo is. I know what a hoo-ha is, but I don't know what a hoo-hoo is. And we had lots of fun laughing about that.
What about hee-hee?
Yeah, well,
you know what a hee-hee is?
That's Michael Jackson. Yes, we know what a hee-hee is. So Crab did do an article about how the FBI killed Tupac. He also did one because the Krasenstein bros have been going after Tara Reade, the crazy loser Krasenstein clown scumbags. Have been going after Tara for a long time. So Greg decided that he was going to make an article that kind of summarized, and everybody on Twitter knows what a joke these clowns are, but an article that really brings it all together and shows that they unleashed a campaign of smears and terror against Tara and her family for years, relentlessly spreading lies and harassing her to silence the truth about Joe Biden. If they're paid operatives, it's despicable. If they're not paid, it's even more disgusting and frightening behavior. That's a direct quote from Tara. And they're clowns and scumbags and scammers. All right. Thanks to Matt Taibbi. That's interesting. Rolling Stone. Taibbi single-handedly exposed the Krasensteins as a mini Madoffs trying to pull Ponzi schemes together. And they were doing email lists and, hey, this gold is going to do this. It was a complete Ponzi. Buy over here, invest over here. And it's like Boiler Room. So, unbelievable. Moneymaker group and Talk Gold used a wire fraud. Right. I mean, it's a crazy story. So definitely go to indienewsnetwork.substack.com. It was published about 3 weeks ago. Somebody set up an account and started trashing Tara in here. I don't have to tolerate that. We don't have to tolerate that. So they got hidden, and it was they brought no facts about Tara. They just didn't like the fact that she has been exposing Joe Biden and talking about it. So I think that's about it of the new stuff that we've been publishing. Like I said, we've been publishing alerts when we go live over at, so you can go over to indienewsnetwork.substack.com, go to the archives. When you're there over here, this is what you'll see. Archive. So the archive is the list of all of the articles published in chronological order from most recent back. You see all my what's going ons that we publish every week. And inside every what's going on is a summary of what everybody did all across YouTube and everywhere else throughout the network. So by all means, please check those out. And subscribe over here. You can. It's not even monetized. It's totally free. One other thing, Indie News Network, patreon.com/Indie News Network. We have a few Patreons. Plus, you can also sign up for membership over at our YouTube channel. Here is patreon.com/Indie News Network. For members, sign up for as little as $3 a month and hook us up. Help us subsidize our costs here. We don't do this to make money, although it would be nice. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Kill your Aggregators, yes. Tara, we love Tara. Shout out love for our friend Tara, our INN sister in Moscow. She did an excellent interview on Friday with Rada Sterling, which is her international attorney that handles extradition cases. So there are apparently a lot of expats that can't come home for whatever reason. And Rada has been working on trying to get them freed. So nice. Much love, Jax. Thank you so much. All right. So yeah, that was fun. I'm done. I'm good.
Don't forget to watch Boats Friday, Jax.
Yes.
Okay,
yes, Jordan Deck. Yes, Misty's TNT channel. Jordan Deck says that I just checked Misty's TNT channel and noticed that I missed Jimmy a couple days ago. Yes, Jimmy Dore was on Thursday. Fiorella was on Wednesday. George Galloway was on Monday. And this guy sitting next to me, he was on Tuesday. That was not a typo. Me? In between all those heavyweights is this guy. Heavyweight champion week is all I can say. We got champions week.
Yep.
So
real heavyweight shit, dog.
Not only that, but if you go to mistywinston.substack.com, we should do that.
And then I guess we can do that.
Substa? No. Come on, folks. I can't type.
Dude, Mavis teaches typing. What are you doing?
No, I have even worse. I have a Stream Deck in front of me where I can type where I can literally have a button to do anything.
You bought Mod teaches typing? Is that what you bought?
Right?
God.
So at the top of Misty's Substack, which, hey, I know a guy that actually helps her do this every day. Yeah, that's me. This week I published for her a summary article of all 5 appearances of the week. Now, every day, if you subscribe to her Substack, you'll be able to get an email of who her guest for the day is. She puts that out in the afternoon, who's going to be on at 6 o'clock with a bio and links to listen and links to subscribe and support her guest. Yeah. On top of that, somebody, I think it was this guy, said, hey, why don't you make like a summary for the week? I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's a pretty good idea. Yep. So I did. So here you can listen to George Galloway, Reef, Fiorella, Jimmy Dore, as well as Miles Hunter, who's organizing an action, who's participating in organizing an action for September 2nd, where they're going to protest at every Australian embassy or every town square in support of Julian Assange. So if you click right there,
fantastic.
That'll actually go to the Substack for that specific day. And you can click here on the orange button in every one of those Substacks to listen back to the replay for that episode. Again, September 2nd, noon to 4, London time, in this case, also in Australia, at your Australian embassy. I don't know that music.
I don't either. I thought I pressed the button to turn off stuff. Anyway, continue.
I have.
That's a boat that didn't make it.
I have nothing to continue. Yes, that is like...
You do. Pull up that image.
Oh, well, I was going to do that afterwards. But
we can do it now.
We can do it now, I guess.
Just open in browser.
Yeah, well, it's going to open in a different browser. Yeah.
Copy and paste.
Yes, dear. Thank you.
Yep. Don't call me none of your mama's pet names.
All right. Hey, look at that. We got new merch. Check it out. Yep. All right. Well, this isn't even the new merch. This is, well, a little bit of the new merch, but this looks like a lot of the old merch and some of the new merch. This is definitely new merch. Bitch with Comrade Misty now has a shirt. Go get your bitch shirt, everyone. Get your bitch shirt here. Get your bitch shirt. And your coffee mug that says that Joe Biden is the Nord Stream bomber. Nice.
Himbo. And we got the INN shirts in black.
Yep, INN shirts
are in... some of those up if you want.
Are in black, different colors. You've got your Jett tank top. I love that.
Yep.
Jesse actually bought one of those. There's your black t-shirt. You got your bucket hat.
Get your little bucket hat and flippies.
My daughter's been asking for the flip-flops. They're expensive. They're like $35 for a pair of flip-flops. Damn. That water bottle's expensive too. There were some other shirts that were made last night. Crab also made a few, so check out, what is it? indienews.shop. Right, that's the URL to go to, indienews.shop, and you'll be able to get yourself some cool, sweet INN merch. All right, and we'll do that again at the end of the show and remind people. But in the meantime, I am ready to check out some boats smashing into other boats. And no, I'm not going to go to Twitter, I promise.
And I watch mindless shit, boats that smash into other boats.
Yeah. It's time, everybody.
Hey now.
You're an all-star. Get your game on. Get played.
He's not there.
It's time!
Yeah, boats. We got some boats. You ready for boats?
I do, but wait. We're offline somewhere. What?
What do you mean?
My YouTube channel there's an error. Are we not live at Indie Left? What?
I'm not sure. We were.
No, we're live. YouTube channel. What? Wait, that's weird. Okay. Anyway, restream chat.
Squirrel. Boats.
Let's go.
This is how you do it. You know?
Is that no rowing rowboats? Oh no, they have rows.
They have rows. Those are called oars, not rows.
What?
Those are called oars. The things you row with.
I'm a little
not
high.
rows.
I'm a little high.
Don't worry about it, bud. You know, port is left. You'll get it eventually. You know?
Okay.
Look, more boats.
Oh boy. Oh, they're gonna smash into each other. Hey, look, red versus blue.
No, they just go at the waterfall.
It's the duopoly, folks. No matter red or blue, you end up in the same place.
Whee! Someone's doing the no.
Yep, Sean
from
Miller.
Fucking Family Guy.
Nice.
Look,
what?
There's a boat.
What the hell?
I got this from CJ today.
You know, white people grow up different. As a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, all of them ain't crazy. Just like how he just looked at him, and he trying to figure out what do y'all got me doing right now? Like what is this? What is this benefiting me as a right now in my life? What's really going on? You my daddy or somebody?
How's he holding on? That's impressive.
Yeah. Little baby death grip. Look, more boats.
What?
What?
What the
Let's run that
fuck
back.
was that? Oh my god!
Fucking missile.
Yeah, it was. What?
One more time.
Boom!
Yeah.
Did it go right
You see
through
what the
it?
text said? Yes, it's a
Yes.
impact.
Yes, the Alibaba
yeah.
rep sent it to him.
Yeah, supplier sent it to him. It's like, well,
there's your
yeah,
stuff.
I get that. After leaving the house on an empty stomach with 5% and 3 hours of sleep, just 3-4 carts at a time. That seems like a good idea.
You might die.
What else we got? When you can't find a lighter, like, I mean, that works, I guess.
Not a steam iron, not one that works on water, but okay.
Yeah, just don't turn the steam function on. Look, here we go. It's hidden in the tires.
To put this together, he's going to try to wedge us open, and hopefully these will come out intact. And this to our advantage, of course. These
Like, look at that shit.
wedges.
Jesus. How many pounds is that?
Who knows? Me.
That reminds me of like Cheech and Chong. Was it Nice Dreams? Is that the one where they go to Mexico and they get the truck that's literally made out of weed, and the thing starts catching fire on the way into the city, and everyone that's behind the truck gets completely hammered? Oh, dude, it's great. I think I know what happened here.
Every stoner's worst nightmare.
Is that like one of those little photography film canisters? That's what it looks like.
Canisters, maybe. Yeah.
My dad keeps his weed in there
that's
still.
an old way of doing
My dad
that.
is such a fucking boomer. That's what happens when you're 82 years old and you still smoke weed. Shout out to my dad for smoking weed at 82.
You can put your weed in there.
Yeah. Well, no, don't put your weed in there. Yeah.
Sir, what are those little bags for?
I make tiny peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
You can put your weed in there.
Not my weed. I need a bag bigger than that, bro.
Moon's fucking massive tonight. What the fuck?
Look on his dashboard.
Yeah.
Look down.
Like, Bonan. Indy's favorite.
Sean Miller's seen it. Yes, the cop asks, "What do you want?" After pull him over, that says, "You're gonna finish that hot dog, dude." That's great. Yeah, the motorcycle cop pulls him over, and then he walks. They're driving away. He lets him go. He's like, "I guess you can go." And oh, dude, that's such a great scene. I love that scene.
Hamburger.
The Hamburger Man. Shout out.
It's Hamburger Squared.
Pee Wee Herman. I'm the Hamburger Man.
Rip.
That's just way too much bread and carbs. By the way, guess
there such a thing?
Guess what Indy had for dinner tonight?
Hamburger, Randy.
Homemade cheeseburger, Randy.
My teeth are turning yellow. Bones replies, "Do you smoke or drink coffee?" I drink it.
Yeah. Well, not many people smoke their coffee. So, yeah.
I mean,
that's a
Indy's figuring out that's possible, but, you know.
No!
Huh? Nababa.
What the fuck? Get that abomination off my screen.
Do crabs think fish are flying?
Sure, because
how high are you? 5.9.
Yeah, 5'9". How high are you?
Yeah. Oh God. Cat burger isn't real. You can't fall in love with it. Cat burger. Look at it. Look at the cute little burger. Ah. What? You're gonna figure out how you can buy cat burger buns. That's what you need to do. Look, is everybody's favorite. This is for Indy. Welcome to Dad Zone.
Nice.
Back down. He's right back out. Roman needs to stay on the clutches of the beast. Another German suplex. So agile. And a trio of Germans to start this match. We are setting. Oh, that punch knocks down.
I know who does a trio of Germans. We don't want to say his name anymore.
And Roman Reigns is not going to stop. He's not going to wait.
Roman portrays a cool, calm, and collected.
This is so cute.
That's awesome.
And you can hear the thud as Roman's body hit.
Dude, I don't know
Would
if
you get an inflatable wrestling ring
You might get us hit on that for copyright. I don't know.
for audio?
Yeah.
I think people do that. I think it's okay.
I hope so.
I've done a few of them like that, and they're good. So we've done one of those before.
You just want to make it beautiful.
This sped up is wild.
Is that a mom? Like, she looks way too young to be that girl's mom. Sorry, maybe I'm old.
Oh
man. Oh man.
Fucking shit hurts. that face is just like fucking hands on hips, you know?
Yep.
So
that's awesome. I love her. She's jumping, she's kicking. Dude, how long you expect her to stay there?
We will try again later.
Yes, we will try again later, because you gotta be kidding me.
We'll try again later.
We will try again
I fucking
later.
gave up.
That's funny.
What else I got? Here you go. And bow.
Oh.
A little spinning back axe kick, pretty much.
Nice. Dude, sign that guy up. Dana
Are you
White.
okay? You good?
Dana White, sign that guy up.
He's down. It's over.
Is that Aljamain Sterling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes kids, you know, they need that.
Take my shirt off.
Oh
my god!
Oh shit. Dude, my son punched me in the face today at a family thing, and oh my god, bro, it took all the self-control. It took all oh no, he
head movement.
He snuck in there. We were just playing and he just right on the friggin' nose.
Flow back too.
Oh dude, he almost caught one and he knew it too. He gave me that look like, oh shit, I fucked up.
I fucked up. Not supposed to do that.
No.
Here you go. You probably had to do this before.
We gotta get your pee-pee in here.
Why?
Because I gotta test it.
We need to taste it.
we need to taste it?
Oh, that's terrible. We need to taste it?
Yeah, it is.
Ugh. Gross.
Who taught you?
Goddamn, kid.
Who taught you to do that?
Oh, fuck.
That's one way to pop the sealed airbags.
That kid's gonna get a fucking concussion. Like, what?
I wanted to do that to my son today.
New children's book for you to read?
We love those.
From your childhood ruined.
We love those.
What? Here you go. Here's a pretty awesome jump. You ready for it?
Yep. Oh, I did see that. Ah, face. I think we watched that last week. I think we might have shown me that one before.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been last week though. I don't have that short a memory. So this is in our teenagers, which you're gonna have some of those soon, right?
Oh, don't remind me.
So it'll be there before you know it. How do I access history on tablet? My teenage daughter has been acting strange around the tablet, and I think I caught her on some naughty website. I need an answer now.
Okay.
Go to settings and press the thing called factory reset. It will send the data to the email it's linked to when you set up the iPad. Thanks. I'm going to have a big talk to my daughter.
Oh, shit. Ah!
Okay. Good on you, Ollie Marshy.
Wow.
Looking out.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Kids selling out kids.
Who the fuck said pss, pss, pss?
Nice. I did. It was me.
You did? Well, you're gonna have to deal with that.
Well, yes.
That motherfucking thing's jacked. Like what?
Is that the Chad cat?
Yeah.
The Chad kitty?
Have you checked the Bork plugs? Bark plugs?
Bark plugs.
That would be it. Well, I think you're gonna need a new radiator. This is cute. Look, it's Indy. Cheeseburger? I want cheeseburger. Is that the what you do when you want a cheeseburger?
No, I actually just drive to Burger King or McDonald's or make one.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
What does the cow say?
Dude, my kids have that outfit.
You good boy.
Wow.
That's what the cow says. What does the cat say? We wonder quizzically.
Meow.
Meow. Oh my god.
Meow.
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 Himbo's got a funny little kitten in his house making all kinds of funny noises.
Yeah, he's got the classic like meow,
meow, 14 hours a day. Meow.
I love those kitten screams.
What floor that? Where you at?
Oh.
Float like a butterfly, baby. Float like a. Jab, slip, jab. But what you thought? I'll pull up behind you too, boy. Oh. Don't worry, stay right there. I'm gonna line you up. Oh. Gotta get low on him. You feel me? Get low. You feel me? Shoulder roll, baby. Stop playing with me. Tired now, boy. Hey, my boy. Hey, we don't get tired over here. Mind tricks. I don't get tired over here, boy. Boy, like everything got.
Dude, he'll fuck some stuff up.
Oh, hit too hard now.
Hit too hard now. Fucking, I think we've had that guy voiceover stuff before on the show, and he's fucking great. Is that a dog or is it piranha? Here.
Dog Rana.
Action.
Now, what are you doing? You little rascal. What are you, some kind of piranha? Yeah.
Get up there.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're just
I want one of those. Those are dope.
What is that?
It's like one of those, like a big floaty yoga mat you put on the water.
Wow.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's some burbs.
I'll give you a little quacker. Come here. There you go. There you go. Don't bite me, please.
A few moments later.
Mine? Oh my god,
Jesus, look at him over there.
Mine?
Ow.
Aw. That's adorbs.
Fucking burbs. Burbs aren't real.
Birds aren't real. That's right, Jordan Deck. Birds aren't real. Aw.
What are those noises?
Oh, he's just so happy. Don't stop.
It's like a fucking goose.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh.
So, if you walk into battle, you are infantry, says the horse. But if your primary method of transportation is a horse, then you are cavalry. My question is, if you and I were in the army, would we be infantry or cavalry? They think for a second. I'm glad we're in the Navy. Me too. Like, what?
Cavalry.
But what do you name him? What is this fine specimen's name?
Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. I feel like he needs like a bone, you know? Like if he seems like Cave Kitty. Grunk want mouse. You know?
Okay.
Anyway, this is dumb. Here we go. I want Cheeto. No, she already fucking had one.
Oh, takedown.
Give me a fucking Cheeto. My Cheeto. Cool. All right, you ready for this one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Ow.
Dude, look like what? Oh yeah, he fucking shit whips into that.
Ate it hard. Yep.
Dude, that's fucked. This is a life lesson, kids.
Yeah. Don't try to jump the rope.
All right. If someone offered you $10,000 to spend one night in this room, do you think you can do it?
Nope. Oh God. Oh, wow. I'm sure it would smell foul on top of it.
Oh yeah. You just gotta spend a night there, bro. 10 G's. Like 10 G's. You know?
Yep.
All right, what else we got? Look, we get super crunchy bread.
How can that be sanitary? Come on, man. Come on, man. No.
You left one. You left one. You left one.
He's folding shit in there. Oh, come on. Bro.
Dude.
Bro.
Oh my god, man.
Bro, no. Just no.
No.
I know. No. No.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. To stop hick-em-ups.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. What kind of
bark
noises are
those hiccups
those?
away. Hick-em-ups. They're hick-em-ups. Hip.
Yeah.
Hiccup. I love him. I love him. Even the robots don't want to do their fucking job anymore, bro.
Nobody wants to work anymore.
It just doesn't give a shit.
Nah.
meh. Like, what?
I think you're gonna have to throw that batch out.
Meh. No, someone's gonna get that box and we're gonna know about it. All right, someone finally did it, Indy. Don't try this at home, kids.
Eu não știu, băi, ce se întâmplă.
Did he drive under it?
Tu vezi? Băi, de mă știu, să nu toți la cap. Băi, eu nu m-aș băga. Nu, băi.
Yeah, he did.
What? They fucking did it!
Oh my god, that's awesome.
They did it.
That's awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That reminds me of Sean William Scott. You're crazy, man.
There was an attempt.
I like you, but
to be gay.
Crazy, man.
So it's just at the club, and then this cute-looking, like slightly femme-looking guy approaches me. We start dancing with each other. He like grabs my butt, and we grind for a bit. And then I turn around, I look at him, and then I like run my hand along his chest, and then I was like, wait a second, these are like tits. And then I was like, what's your name? And then in a really high-pitched woman's voice, this person goes, Tiffany. And I was like, I thought you were a man. And then she was like, I thought you were a lesbian. I don't blame her. And if you think I'm a woman, wait till you see my friend.
Wait, what? A lesbian couple? Oh my god.
Couple.
Oh my
That's
god.
so funny.
Dude.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's really funny.
Oh. All right. We're coming off the top rope.
Oh. What could possibly go wrong? Oh! Oh my god.
You guys okay?
Are you guys okay? No.
Why? Okay, dude, what's wrong?
Dude, who the fuck told you to do a pile driver off the roof onto a table?
Off the fucking roof onto a table, dude. Just why? That's the description. All right, here you go. We gotta pull some weeds out.
What? Ew. Oh. Come on.
Oh.
Ew. Dude, how many years was that snake in there?
Like probably like not that long. It's not a snake. That's just a
No, I know that, but to have that kind of pack and that kind of mud, ugh, it's pooping.
root bound like
Sean,
that.
that's right. That's gross. Oh,
Yep.
that's right. Now I have to poop. Oh, that's so foul, bro.
All right, here you go. This is just fucking wild, dude.
French fried with a shit pizza. Nice.
So this man has tied a hammock under a moving semi-truck.
Oh my god.
Like,
sure,
bro, one speed bump at the wrong speed, you're gonna be, yeah.
How about a rock?
Right?
What the fuck is wrong
Like,
with
why
your
are you
dumb
there?
ass? What is wrong with your dumb ass? And this is why women live longer than men.
Yes. Yep. Sean Miller, yo, what the fuck? Darwin would be proud.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane, dude. Like, I don't even know what to say to that. That's wild. All right, so we gotta practice our riot control. You ready, Indy?
Yeah. Nice.
Fucking another tire. Wow. Those fucking tires getting fucking. That's got some fucking meat on them, bro.
I like it. I like it.
Keep
Keep throwing tires at cops. Yes, keep doing that.
yeah. Keep doing that. I think you could understand what might happen here.
Jocelyn, be careful. There's a sharp curve coming up. Hold on to the waters. Jocelyn, be careful. There's a sharp curve coming up. Hold on to the waters.
dude.
He French fried when he should have pizzaed.
That's very funny. The last one was also funny, but that one's good. All right, you ready? You ready for fucking racing? What's racing, Indy? Woo! You better know what racing is.
Those are dirt sprint cars, everybody.
Yeah.
Shit.
They definitely sprinted. They're
basically like
when they should
you
have.
basically strap yourself to an engine and drive around a track.
Yeah, it's a super souped up go-kart.
Bro, that's insane. Those things are insane.
Here's for the sussy ladies out there who want to be part of the yellow vest movement. You know?
I know a few people like seeing that.
Yeah, me too.
Reflective tape and all.
Appreciate it. I know, right? Yeah, I feel like that's OSHA should be okay with this on the job. But anyway, this guy is going to tell you what he's going to do.
I'm scooting across the entire state of New York. The trip is around 330 miles, so I got on my way as soon as I could. With 12 stops on the schedule, the first one flew by. But right before the second, my legs are absolutely killing me, and I'm not even at the second stop yet. Of course that didn't stop me. At the second stop, I replenished myself and headed to the next stop.
Uh-oh.
Why did it freeze
no,
there?
No, right there.
I'm like, why?
Oh, I can see what's about to happen too.
I'm scooting across
19 seconds, yeah.
What?
Stop, yeah. Of course that didn't stop me. At the second stop, I replenished.
This is now it's not going to work, right? Oh my god! All right, we just got to watch the whole thing. Hold on. We got it.
I'm scooting across the entire state of New York. The trip is around 330 miles, so I got on my way as soon as I could. With 12 stops on the schedule, the first one flew by. But right before the second, my legs are absolutely killing me, and I'm not even at the second stop yet. Of course that didn't stop me. At the second stop, I replenished myself and headed to the next stop.
Oh! Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Jesus Christ, dude. So it's these lovely ladies' 21st birthday.
It's your 21st birthday. Are you excited?
Yes.
How are we feeling?
Good.
Good. Awesome. How are we doing?
Oh, Claire's obviously not good.
Claire?
Okay.
Claire.
Really?
Claire is obviously not good.
This better not be my girls on their 21st. That's all I'm saying.
Claire?
Okay.
Claire.
Really?
What was your 21st
Claire's
like?
obviously not good.
We're not talking about that.
Claire's obviously not good.
I ran out of Old Queens puking after my 21st shot.
Oh, nice.
Old Queens is a bar down at Rutgers.
Oh, I thought it was your date. Ayo.
Elmo.
Got him.
A lot of people ask me, where are the aliens? Yeah. If we pull out an alien, I found one, guys. They look dangerous. Why would you do that? I'm like Terminator. I will hunt down all the aliens and kill them. It's a danger to the public. It's scary. The invasion fleet could be arriving any minute. Who knows?
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I think that's Tuk Tuk too. Poor little Tuk Tuk.
Oh my goodness.
Here you go. Shake it off, bro.
Oh my.
Bro.
Oh my god. Dude. Oh fuck.
Why is he recording that?
Seal. I don't know. He's teaching you how to make fucking third-degree burns.
God.
Anyway, here's Seal, everybody. Oh, fuck.
I believe I can fly. Oh, somebody use I believe I can fly. I would have used a off the top rope. Oh, off the top rope.
Avodoom. What about $10,000 in this room, huh?
Little family meeting over here. Excuse me. Let me get a couple of y'all. Oh my goodness, where y'all going?
What the fuck? Why are you picking them up? Put them back down.
Yeah.
Put them back. No. That's so creepy and weird. Not allowed. All right. Here you go. We got to get this fucking wheelchair out of the ground, I guess. Oh, no. He's trying to help. That's what he's trying to do.
He's stump grinding. Yeah, you call me stump bag. No. Twerking? Smoking spider?
Squirrel.
What the fuck is this guy tripping on?
Excuse me.
So confused.
What? Why?
Bro. Killing me for the
No, I'm
last
gonna let you have
second.
that one.
Happy cake day.
Here you go. Happy birthday. Oh fuck. A esto. Take this. Or and this. This is called I Think He's Okay.
É, natureza de Deus, eu te falar. Ó, céu limpinho, ali já começa. Céu limpo, tá
Brazil?
de sol. Agora olha pra você
Again?
ver como é que tá o mindurim. Ah, mindurim, velho, olha. Jacaré.
Lightning?
Yeah. Whoa, that's what you said.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Did you fucking see this lady?
Colin shared this earlier, I think.
Jan Svalstok, candidate on Polish Liberal Party PO election, makes statement on Russia. The cat. Meow.
Is that an official statement?
Yeah. Oh, we got another one. She like runs out of breath.
Tequila. Wow.
What?
That, yeah. What?
Yep. Bro fucked around and came really close to finding out.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh. Oh!
Oh my god.
Dude, he almost had his head flattened.
Dude. His wife's been waiting for that opportunity. There you go. Motherfucking golf.
That's the Happy Gilmore fucking sound.
You hit that guy. He shouldn't have been standing there.
That's the Happy Gilmore. Yes, it is.
Yep. The fact that you know what that is hilarious. And can pick that up just at that first sound. You know?
Well, there's no other sound that's ever quite sounded like that.
Indy, there is hope for you. There is a McDonald's on Mount fucking Everest.
It was closed though.
It was closed.
Imagine you get all the way up there and it's closed.
Dude, I hope one day. I hope one day you decide I'm going to go to the McDonald's on Everest. I don't even think you need to climb the whole thing. I think you just need to get to the McDonald's.
That's
make it back down.
Mission accomplished.
Yep. I love that so much. That fucking capitalism, baby. Capitalism.
I was applying for the American visa and they kept asking me useless questions. They asked me, have you ever been involved in any terrorist activities? I come from a village in Zimbabwe. We don't know anything about terrorism. For example, when I was in my village, the police announced that there was a bomb at our post office. Still, whole village ran to see the bomb. Like, where's the bomb? We're taking photos of the bomb. Oh my God! It's so bad, the bomb was stolen, guys. We are still looking for the bomb, guys.
Learn more, Jonasi, dude.
Very funny.
I want to bring you on.
Dude,
that's hilarious, bro.
Dude, get on Kill Tony. That was outstanding.
Get on INN News, bro. We got you, fam.
Get him on Kill Tony. That's
okay, we got a little another dose of comedy. We have Ariel _comedy. Go check her out.
I have an IUD, and this is when I I'm an IUD heads. If you don't know IUD, it's birth control. It goes in you, and then it gets you through 2 administrations. It's really great. And I went to the doctor. She put in this IUD, and as she was putting it in, she was like, "Hey, just so you're aware, you actually have a very narrow canal. And it's so narrow that we almost couldn't do this procedure." And I was like, Stop. That's so nice. Thank you.
Here's some tour dates for her.
Old Saybrook. That's up at Foxwoods.
You go check her out. Opening for Gary Goldman. But anyway, you know what kind of car that is, right?
Ferrari. You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby.
Bill. Through the car. Water. Fucking water. Water.
Hey guys, pull the socks out. Drop the trunk. Pull the socks out.
Bro.
Base to the fire. Base to the fire.
It's a pulling spring.
Fire off the field no matter what. Hey, drive the car.
Drive the car forward. Red Bull?
Yes, everything.
Red Bull.
Dude. A dry tender, no
the
less.
van too. Well, yeah. Don't drive on dry grass.
Tom Cruise using witchcraft on me to get the fire off me.
Mr. Bobby, come on down here. Have a bad time.
Help me, Jesus.
Gonna have a bad time.
Help me, Jewish God. Help me, Allah. Ah! Help me, Tom Cruise.
That's what I would be yelling. Help me, Tom Cruise is definitely what I would be yelling.
Help me, Tom Cruise.
Help me, Oprah Winfrey.
No, I definitely would not be yelling
We
that
only
this
got-
week. I don't let. Well, residents of Lahaina are not yelling.
Help me, Oprah Winfrey.
Definitely not.
Well, you know how we end things here.
Boy.
So, yeah.
Oh.
What were you cooking, honey? Some fire
She
shit.
blew out the whole wall. No, that fire was
Yep.
behind the wall. That was not.
Yeah, no, it's water in the. You got a chimney back there.
Mm.
It was like a classic wood-fired thing. This isn't.
Oh my God.
This is 500 Roman candles lit at the same time.
Again,
All right, ready?
why women live longer than men?
And 5 seconds from top to bottom.
That's attached to his dick.
Where else would he be attached?
Not his dick.
That's it. Nothing bad happened with that. So, oh, this is in L.A. This is the L.A. Metro.
Oh, dude.
Right now,
I was just seeing some
like
footage
L.A.
of
Metro's just flooding.
I was just seeing footage of Compton. Oh my God. It's really bad. Shout out to Compton J. I hope you're safe. You and
City
your
of
family.
Compton.
Shout out to you and your family, man. I hope, I just pray everybody's okay out there. It
Shout
looks
out to
real
Inglewood.
bad. Compton,
fucking-
Long Beach, Inglewood, the South Central
You
to
know.
the West. I'm not going there.
The what's the checkers on the corner of fucking was it a Rallies?
It's a Rallies.
One of them. Yeah. Here you go. You're just driving along one day.
What? Hey now.
And just fucking plane explosion.
Go through a tunnel of
Like-
flames? Sure.
Oh my God.
Sure.
All right. Here we go. Here's an average Russian dash cam.
Look out for the drone strikes, buddy. Wow. Boom.
Holy shit.
What was that? Oh my God.
All right, and last up for this evening, This just happened at Thunder over Michigan.
Smokes, this just happened at Thunder over Michigan.
What? They bailed. It was like some kind of air show.
That shit just
Boom!
crashed.
There's
Holy
the
fuck.
there's the explosion.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, get him, puppers.
I'm waiting for the shockwave to hit him.
I don't think it might not get that far. Look,
damn,
boat.
Look, boats. That's very funny.
Oh, that's boats, everybody.
All right. Well, that was fun. Did she just come? Oh my God, Dr. Nick, that's wrong. Bro, that's wrong. All right. For those who haven't seen, our friend Reef last night decided to get a little creative and make a t-shirt.
Which one? We're fucked.
We're fucked.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, that one.
That's the one. So now you can go to indienews.shop and get yourself a We're Fucked t-shirt. But it doesn't end there.
Show them the other one. Yeah.
Apparently,
Bubbles McBoing Boing.
Misty's nickname at the gym is Bubbles McBoing Boing. Don't want to know why, but okay.
Yeah.
And on the back, it's genetic.
It's genetic.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have people have been asking for this basically since before the show even started again. A bitch logo on a t-shirt. And on the back,
yeah,
bitch with Comrade Misty. Crab also just recently designed
enabling
some new
Misty's
merch.
t-shirt addiction.
Yes. Yes. What the fuck? We got McBoing Boing shirts. That's right. We have McBoing Boing shirts. That's correct.
McBoing Boing shirts. She wanted them.
I showed this image earlier, but indienews.shop, there are some of the merch items that you can get over there, in addition to the new ones that we just added this weekend. And finally, this week on INN, why did it do that? I don't know, but here we go. We got 7 days of programming coming up. So tomorrow, and by the way, just about every day at 11 a.m. Eastern, you can check out an INN News clip from INN News that the guys premiere in the mornings. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m., the return of Chris. Chris has been on hiatus for a few weeks, so he will be back doing Politically Homeless with Greg. Greg and Jesse did an awesome Politically Homeless on Thursday night. If you didn't catch that, please do. Tuesday night, we'll be back for American Tradition. Jesse's talking about
great American tradition.
that one. Jesse's talking about doing more cover songs. He loves doing the cover songs and like kind of just playing open request night for the audience if he knows it. Wednesday night, we've got INN News with this guy.
INN News.
In news. Yep. And Colin. Thursday night, we're going to record tomorrow night, but we'll run Nobody Wants to Work Anymore on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Chris Bread Circuses will be back next week, not August 24th, but actually on the 31st. Friday the 25th, we've got our busy Friday as always. We've got Angel in the afternoon. He's actually going to start at 12:30, not at 2:30. That's a typo. Tara Reade, Politics and Survival, will be at 3 p.m. I don't know who she's going to have on this week. We'll find out. And then what you just saw here will be run as a stream Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, boats smashing into other boats live on INN. With the chat, I mean, there'll be a live chat running then. And one of us
Saturday, you got bitch.
with this guy.
I love you, bitch.
This guy too, who hosts it with Misty and does all the engineering so she can just bitch. And then Sunday night next week is our 2-year anniversary stream.
Oh no.
Episode 94. 94. How do we miss that?
94.
So I think after next week, we're probably going to take a break.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I don't know exactly how long, but we're probably going to take September off at minimum, if not more. But yeah, look, man, we've been going pretty hard since early February. It's been a solid 6 months. I don't know if we've really missed a show or two, but I mean, I think I traveled maybe once, but yeah, we need a bit of a break. We got to recharge a little bit. And look, I'm still going to be doing American Tradition. I'm still going to be doing Nobody Wants to Work Anymore. I still make Misty's Substack every day. I'm still executive producing for Tara, hyping the network and everything else. We just got to take a little break from doing some of these stories here. And maybe we'll even do a couple. I'd also like to get back to doing Indy's Tech Tips, which I have abandoned and not really done nearly enough of. But there are a bunch of people I see making some mistakes that are easily correctable on Substack that we can fix. And I want to get into more collaboration and more helping, and we'll see. You know, that also frees me up to do a little bit more guest appearances. You know, putting this show together, just so everybody knows, like, I start Thursday night. Throughout the week, I kind of curate, and as a story comes up, I'll throw it into a document or an article. But really, Thursday night, I start curating the show. Most of the day, Friday, I'm still looking for articles. By Friday night, midnight, I pretty much have it put together what stories we're doing. And then it takes Saturday to get the thumbnails done. And it's a process. So taking a month off from that will definitely help. And I'm sure my wife will appreciate it as well. But I love all you guys and ladies here. Thank you, really. You're part of the reason why I do this, on top of the fact that I just need to get the shit out. But I love doing this for everybody, because when there were 5 people here, we were still doing it. And shout out to Comrade Kitty, because he was one of the 5 people that was there when we were doing it. And yeah, we'll be back next week. Love doing this. But we do need to take a break and get a little recharge and work on some other projects too. So yeah, we'll be back next week for our birthday though. So it's going to be our 2-year anniversary.
Nice.
So I'm going to say again to keep questioning everybody's motivations, everybody, and we will see you next Sunday, but tune in every night to INN.
And keep listening to what little birds have to tell you. Good night, everyone.
Mwah. Ciao, baby.
Look at that.
Indie News Network, collaborative family of independent content creators. Co-hosted normally by me, Indy. I'm founder and editor of Indie Left News and Indie Media Today. I got Reef Breland sitting next to me.
At Kennedy News.
Is Andrew Rivera on The Handsome Cynic?
Politics is survival.
My name is Jesse Jett.
It's American Tradition.
What's up, Space Monkeys? Welcome to Political Fight Club. I'm Robert Durden.
I mean, I mostly make art for INN.
Big Man Crab Joe. Keep up those great videos.
Hey guys, it's Yeti. Cover that shit.
Hello, my name is Misty from Blue Moon Red Wine.
This is Chris Legion.
Keep fighting that good fight out there, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Who are these people?
I think I liked it better being blind, when I couldn't read between the lines, and when I couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. I thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. They both bleed us so dry.
My favorite songs don't hit the same way. I get to the end of a 4-minute track and I'm only looking back thinking, what did they actually